All right. Um, I'm about to do another reaction. I just couldn't hold back on this one. This was just something I wanted to do it later. But I just every time I see it, it's just super disturbing to me. And I mean super duper, super duper duper disturbing to me. And I want to have a talk about this. This is something we really need to talk about, guys. Okay, it is super duper disturbing to me, but I want to talk about it. It's something we really need to talk about. So we're gonna watch the video first, and then we're gonna get to business. Okay. Um, just listen, check it out. You're gonna hear a couple other people's reactions. But I got something I want to say about it because there's a few other things I also want to add in there, and I just have to say it. It sounds crazy to me when I hear it. Right? Even when I think about it, it just sounds crazy thinking about it. So I don't know how people's minds can work like this, but listen, okay? Let's watch the video. We're gonna watch it first, and then we're gonna react to it, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents.
How much do you make a year?
About 75 to 95, depending. That's how the work goes.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop my balloon because I just feel like that's not enough for me. But I feel like everything else is good, you know?
Okay, so 75.
75 to 95 is not enough? Damn. This is all I got! I don't have anything else.
I'm not saying it's not good enough. It's just I was looking for something different.
Okay, what were you looking for as far as income wise?
I thought it was gonna be like 100,000 and more because he owns his own company, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me say it like this. It fluctuates. I've been owning my own business for about 3 years. It's been 110, then it's been 95, and it's also been 75. So, it fluctuates. But I do moving services, and not.
But he put himself in a hole. Like, I would never say a number, bro. I would have said, I'm stable, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? I'm stable, if that's what you asking.
Damn, man, I promise you, man, 65 to 95 or 75 to 95, that's solid, hard-earned, good money, dog. The average, what KS said, man, the average working American only makes $45,000 a year. He almost doubles the average, and that's still not good enough for you, bro. And it's crazy because you met this man on a show, and you still turned him down. What are your chances of meeting someone that makes more than him in real life? The chances are very slim, and you, my God, the delusion. Bro.
How much do you make a year?
I had to hear it one more time. Sorry, guys. That little piece right there, it just does something to me. Okay. Let's unpack this. Okay. Let's unpack this. Okay. Oh man, let me bring it a little closer on this one, bro. This is. Woo. All right. So, I'm looking at the chick, okay? Looking at the chick. I even raising my shades looking at the chick, okay? And she's an average looking chick. She's a 5 at best. She got on her weave, her makeup, and she's not dressed crazy. She's just dressed in a dress. And she probably got kids, maybe she don't. But she's an older chick, okay? She looks like she's at least in her late, I want to say early 30s, okay? She don't make that kind of money. Ain't no jewelry here. She's just in a dress with her hair done and her makeup on. Right. And she's average with that. Okay. Average at best with this. Okay. From 1 to 10, I would say a 5. I couldn't even say cute because she don't really look cute. She's not a bad looking chick, and there's nothing wrong with being average, but average is average. Okay. Most people are average people. You have to make yourself above average. Some people look above average, just come out naturally like that when it comes to women. Okay, a man. All right, ladies, listen. Let me say some stuff. a man, let's do it this way. A man and a woman is born. The woman's value is higher than the man's. It's like that all through life until they reach 30. At 30, her value drops, his value begins to go up, and it don't come back down. But a man has to build everything he is. A woman inherits her body. She inherits her titties, hips, and booty from her mama. She ain't gotta go build it. So a man, it can have good genetics, okay? But he ain't gonna just be this huge muscular guy that she's looking for. If she said, well, I want this guy with a lot of more muscles, and he gotta go in the lab, he's gotta go build that. That's gonna take some time. Just bear with me, you're gonna see where I'm getting around to the money. Just bear with me. So he has to build that. If the woman wants that, he has to become that, okay? But let's say he put in 5 years of building this. They 20 years old. She got her full woman body. She gets it at 18. She fully developed at 20 years old. I like to do it at 20 because you can keep up with the numbers a lot easier and understand where I'm going. My candy store video describes it, but this is important, so it's relevant that I talk about it because it's going to go into the other part. He then goes 5 years to build that body she likes. In those 5 years, she's in the candy store. She's dating what she wants. He comes back to her. He been in the lab. He ain't never been in the candy store. He can't go in there. He don't have the purchasing power. He don't have the body, and he don't have the money. Right? But he don't know that. He just likes this woman, really wants to be with this woman. He's going to build up with the woman, but the woman don't want that. She wants the black woman. She wants the man already built. She wants him to already have the stuff. So he's got to go through the struggle, the trenches, the dirt, the mud to get it, while she just goes out and dates and have this nice life. Listen, ladies, I don't know where your brains are and what planet you got them on or what other place you put them. But what I will say is God didn't build you to be in the candy store sampling all the men. He didn't build you to compete with the men. It says very clearly, God saw that Adam was lonely, and God made Eve because Adam was lonely from the rib of Adam. He made Eve, ladies, to be Adam's companion. To be Adam's companion. Not for her to lead him, not for him to worship her, not for him to let her run stuff, not for her to compete with him, to be his companion. Not the other way around, because he was already there. And let me just say this. In the garden, and I had to think about this too, because this goes all with that. Here you got Adam and Eve, and God gave them a garden with all this food, and they could pretty much live forever. They ain't aging, they ain't getting old, they ain't dying. And God says to Adam, who'd already been there plenty of times, now he give the rules to Eve. Y'all can eat all these trees, but don't mess with those two over there. Don't mess with those two trees. But all these fruits here, you can eat whatever you want, as much as you want, all night long, all day long. You eat whatever you want. This is your garden. Ain't nobody gonna come in here and bother you. Ain't nobody gonna harm you or hurt you. You can be free and young here the whole time as long as you choose. As long as you listen. Think about it, okay? Adam had already been there a long time before Eve came, because he said he saw Adam was lonely. So Adam had been there all this time before Eve had came, which means what? Adam was obeying God. He was doing what God wanted him to do. He never touched those trees. So as a reward, in a way, and as he wouldn't be lonely, since God made his creation as man, and he didn't want him lonely, he made Eve. Okay. He gives the same set of rules. And they got all these trees, and Adam's sitting there like, we got all this stuff, we got all these trees, we ain't getting old, we ain't dying, we here, da 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 da. And guess what Eve is thinking? Yeah, but that's cool, but why we can't eat out those trees? We got all these fruits. We got everything we could ever want. We can eat all these fruits. Yeah, but what about those fruits? I want some more. I'm curious about those fruits. Yeah, but we're not supposed to be eating off of that. That's not what we do. We don't eat off that. We do what he say. We eat these fruits. We're good. Yeah. I mean, I hear what he's saying, but why don't he want us to eat those fruits? You see the mindset? The serpent only had to plant the seed. He didn't make her do it. She went and ate it because she already wanted to eat it. And she ate off that tree and got them kicked out of the damn garden. So I'm going to say this. It wasn't enough for her. If you give a woman the world, guys, let's just say you gave her the whole world. Now she's going to be looking at the galaxy. And she's going to want other planets there. So you're not here to try to please them like that. I'm sorry, it just makes no sense. Now, let's roll this back a little bit. Okay. The guy builds the body. The woman comes and he wants to date the woman, and now she's telling him she been dating all the Bill guys. Now she's telling him in the 5 years it took him to build. Now she's telling him 5 years later when he shows up, damn, you look good, you fine. Man, you look good. But now I want some stability. You know, I'm looking for a guy with a car, job, a house, you know. He goes back in the lab again because he has to build it, ladies. He has to earn it. He has to build it. You can get invited on the yacht or the party or into the mansion party just for what you look like. You ain't got to build shit. All you got to do is look good, and you got pretty privilege. But a man has to buy the club or buy the yacht or buy the mansion for him to get in. Because if he don't know the right people, he ain't getting in. Okay? It ain't his mansion, it ain't his yacht, it ain't his party. He has to build up to buy that stuff, to throw that party for him to get in. He has to earn his way there. He don't just get invited there because he looks good. That's not how it works. Okay? Now, you get a guy with a car, job, and a house. Okay? The average person, like the guy said, $45,000 a year. That's the average black man, okay? And the average white man, I think, is $50,000 to $52,000 a year, okay? That's like that's like 90% of our population, okay? So, a woman coming in and a man saying he makes $75,000 to $110,000 a year. It wasn't enough for her. Okay? And when you look at it, she wasn't really attracted to him either. She's really trying to talk to him just because of the money. Because if he was really attractive, she would have took that dude and ran off with him. She wouldn't want no other woman to get beat her to it. But because he really wasn't what she wanted, he had his dreads long, and he to me was normal guy. She didn't want that. She wasn't attracted to him. All she wanted to know was about his money. She wasn't attracted to him. She never gave him a compliment, didn't look at him like that. She wasn't attracted to him, guys. She just was interested in the money. And listen to what she says. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. And the next breath that comes out of her mouth is, well, I thought, the guy said, well, what you looking for? She say, Well, after she said, well, let me pop my balloon because he said 75,000. Then it fluctuated. That's what businesses do. In economies, they fluctuate, ladies. She said in the next breath, oh, it's not about the money. It ain't about that. Then the guy said, well, the guy that run the show, he said, well, what you looking for? And she said, well, I thought this was going to be on the show, people who made 100,000 or more a year. You just said the breath before you breathed that just came out, the breath before that it's not about the money while you popping the balloon. And then right after that, you say, that's just not enough for me. So it is about the money. Listen, guys, listen. A lot of the ladies are talking about they're educated. They went to school. And let me just say this. Education ain't really education. We all know that. Most millionaires and billionaires, lady, never went to school. Let me repeat that. Most millionaires and billionaires never went to school. So I know that everybody like the wrong way. I'm gonna go to school and get education. I'm gonna be a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. You are trained to work. You got schools that are training you to work, and you got private schools that are training you to run the world. School that are training you to work in the world, to be a worker. And private schools and Harvard is training you to run the world. Which would you choose? Listen. She ain't even never met a man that made 100,000 a year. Most women haven't. That's 10% of our population, ladies. 10%. And the part that just disturbs me on this, because there's some more shit I want to bring in here. You ladies don't have, most of you got baby daddies. Okay, just listen to me, kind of follow me here. Most of you have baby daddies. Okay, and I would believe she might have a kid. If not, she's still average looking. She ain't in the, she don't even qualify for $100,000 a year, dude. Let me just say that. She don't qualify for a dude that makes $100,000 a year. Most of you ladies don't. Most of y'all are average women, which should attract you an average man, which you can get an average life and be happily ever after. If you want to make it above average, y'all can come together and build it together. But the women don't want that. They want the man already built. And when you say that, ladies, here's what's happening. That you're not computing in your computer that's supposed to be on that neck, in that dome. Those men are here that you're talking about. They have the top picks in houses, lifestyle, cars, and women. A man that's living up here with $100,000 a year, that man is a very picky and particular man. He has a set of preferences that he is looking for in a woman. He will not just talk to you because you want to talk to him. Let me see if I can get it another way. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Let's say you just learned to box. They taught you a couple of punches, a couple of jabs. And let's say Tyson's the champ of the world. You guys think because you just put on the boxer's uniform and you learn how to throw 2 punches and you've been boxing for every bit of 2-3 weeks, that you're good now. And you're going to go in there and you want to fight the champ of the world. You don't get to go in the ring and box with Tyson just because you can box. You got to work your way up to prove that you can box by beating everybody else under him to get to him. You don't just get to step in the ring with the heavyweight champ of the world just because you want to. Because you don't qualify. Because you haven't proven yourself. Now, let's dial it back a little bit to here. The man who makes that money, what do you think he wants in a woman? Because I'm going to make sure you guys really get it. I'm going to tell you. He's wanting a woman that represents the money and the lifestyle that he is living. Okay? You don't see those men that are millionaires and billionaires with regular women. You see them with trophy-like women. That's what you're competing with. And she's an average-looking chick. She's a 5 at best. And we're talking about the 8s, the 9s, and the 10s. She ain't, there is no 7. So we gonna get that out of here so it ain't no confusion. Because then everybody will say they 7. No. 6 is cute, 8, 9, and 10. 5 is average. 4, 3, 2, 1, below average. Simple, okay? Keep it simple. She's an average looking chick. Most chicks are average looking chicks. Most people are average looking people. You build yourself to become above average. As a man, you do that. The women who are just above average in looks, those are special women, ladies. Special women. A man who makes that kind of money is going to want a special woman. He's a regular guy. He's willing to share his $100,000, because that's what he really makes, with a woman that hasn't earned her way, that hasn't proven anything, that is older, that already have bodies, and victims that she done went through, and is not a virgin. Okay. And he's willing to share all of his stuff with this girl. And when you look at the other women, it was some other ones there that looked way better than her. And she had in her head the nerve to pop her balloon because it wasn't $100,000 a year. And she is an average chick, which means you qualify for an average guy. You're a 5. You qualify for a 5 guy. He was a 5 guy. She was a 5 girl. But he has above average money. Okay? Listen, he has above average money. He's an average looking guy, but he has above average money. Let me show you something else, ladies, here that you don't seem to get. An average guy, because you guys chase the money, which is a great example I'm going to use with what she did. Because you guys chase the money, an average man and a below average man could never get the above average women physically, okay? Unless they change themselves or work for it. Let's say they don't want to work for it, but they still want those women. This is very important. Make sure you turn your hearing all the way up. Because you guys chase the money, all they have to do is get to where he's at or better. So if they get to 60, 80,000, 100,000 a year or better, they can now get the top women at 8, 9s, and 10s. Now, here's the bad part about that for them. They get their pick, but the women they're picking are not physically attracted to those men. But they'll get to sleep with them. They'll make babies with them. They'll get to marry them. But they better be very careful of those men. Because the woman isn't attracted to you, she'll be with you, make kids with you to inherit your wealth. And then she will divorce you and go pick the man she was attracted to after she's earned your money by staying with you a few years. This is what they're doing. Listen to it. Whenever a person is coming into a picture and they say they want a person to make $100,000 a year or better, they're telling you what the reason why they're talking to you, okay? Because he didn't make quite 100,000 consistently the way she wanted it to or better, because that's what she thought she qualified for, which she does not. She didn't want him. Nice guy, everything great. He is explaining himself. I wouldn't explain shit to her ass. I say, okay, wait a minute. So I don't quite make 100,000 a year. Well, you ain't quite an 8, 9, or 10. You're an average looking chick at best. With makeup and weave on top of that. When we take that stuff off, what are you really? If you average looking with makeup and weave, what do you look like when we take it off? Do your number go up or do your number go down, or do it stay the same? I think it goes down. I think it goes down. Her body is an average body. She didn't have no banging, nothing. She decent titties, slim woman. She's an average looking chick. Average. A man that makes $100,000 a year, ladies, even if we put you in a room of those men, because you don't just run into those kind of guys, the men in that room still has to like you. And you're probably going to say, oh, I want him to come and approach me. You're an average looking chick. He's not going to approach you. He's not going to approach you. You will have to go talk with him. You'll see 8, 9s, and 10s going to talk to him. And if you stand back, you won't get picked. Because you ain't even on his radar. Because he's looking at the women that are 8, 9s, and 10s. Because a man wants a trophy wife to reflect his trophy life. And his trophy lifestyle. Ladies, when you have a man that is going to overlook the fact that you're not an 8, 9, or 10, and he still wants to talk to you, and he is willing to date you, that's, to me, is a privilege. That's a blessing within itself. Because a lot of you have dated men prior to him that don't make nothing, that's in and out of jail, that got baby mamas. And you a baby mama from that guy that don't got nothing. And you meet a man with a whole lot of something, and she's asking him all these personal questions. Why won't we get to ask her some personal questions? Because he probably got a whole bunch of baggage to bring anyway. Listen, it's just very disturbing to me how a beggar or a person with the hand out, because that's what she is. She ain't got the money. She wants somebody with the money that's going to give her the money. So she a person with a handout. And it's like, I want you to put this much in my hand. Well, I got sometime that much, but I got, right now I'm below that much. But most of the time I'm at that much. But I want that much in my hand. I don't want below. I'm too good for below. I want more. I would have left her standing there. He dodged the bullet. He ought to be grateful that she did that. Because she was finna take him to the cleaners. She would have got with him, made kids with him, everything with him to inherit his wealth. Guys, you need to be very careful. Inherit his wealth. Because her only want to talk to him was about what he made. Listen, guys, what he made. There's no liking him. There's no compliment she gave. Because he was an average looking guy. But he wasn't what she wanted. But she was willing to settle, that's what she thinking, settle for him if he had the money. Which means what? You got to really look at it. It's about the money. It's not about him. It will be, she'll grow to love him. She won't love him. She'll grow to love him. And only love him for what he could do for her. The minute that stops, that's the woman that will take his wealth, won't out, go meet another guy and take his money, and she gone on. Got him paying alimony, got him paying child support. She done took his house, done took his company, and he got to go back out there and start over. That's what he gonna get, because he don't get it. You don't explain yourself like that. She's talking about $100,000 a year, you just pass her ass on by. That's not even a woman you want to get to know. And let me say something else, ladies, because it's got a flip side to this coin, too. The men who make that money, and some of these niggas who's go on these shows, they don't want no woman. They say that shit because they just want to have some fun. They make the money, y'all gonna go sleep with him and try to get in. He gonna bang you up a bunch of times. You gonna play lollipop time with him. He gonna bang you up real good. And then he gonna say, well, I'm not really looking to get in with you. Because he gonna see things he don't like, or he don't even want to date you like that. Because you're average chick. He just want the booty. And you gonna give it to him trying to get his money. And you ain't gonna get nothing out of the deal. Because like I said on previous videos, once the man sleeps with you, it's over. The power is gone. And let me explain something to you ladies about your booties. Because this is important. The booty is power, but it's not the ultimate power. Let me explain. You can be an 8, 9, or 10 woman. So I'm finna make sure we all on the same page. You could be that 8, 9, or 10. But there's a whole bunch of you that are 8, 9s, and 10s. He goes out there, jumps in his Mercedes or whatever big car he driving, because he make that money. And he go around that corner, he can meet a woman 10 times better than that one down the street. He go to the club or he go to the mall, he can meet another one that's 10 times better than her. 5 of them that's 10 times better than her in the mall. Money attracts it all to you. Okay? Your booty's no power if there are 15 or 30 other women in line that want the same man you do. And you just one of those 8, 9s, and 10s. And there are other ones that look better than you that he gets to choose from. So ladies, you should be very privileged to talk to a man that he's willing to talk to you, because he could choose anybody he wants. And he has the money. You don't have anything to offer him but some booty. The other women are offering the same things you are, and some of them can cook and clean. And some of them will give him back massages and daily massages and back rubs. Some of them will wash his hair, wash his feet, sit down with him, talk to him, have his meals ready for him, give him booty on command whenever he wanted. So you guys have a lot to compete with when you're just coming in there with a bunch of attitude, black ladies. And the other women are not coming in there with that. You guys make it very difficult to date and very difficult to love. Just like I said, y'all are difficult to love and difficult to date, and she proves that right there. You're dating for all the wrong reasons. Nowhere in that Bible does it say a man has to pay you for your submission. That's why y'all having such bad luck. That's why you're not getting what you want, the majority of you. Because you're going in it with ill intent and for the wrong reasons and being deceptive. You want him for his money, and he think in his mind he can't even see that she just want to talk to him for his money. He really literally trying to explain it to her, and she an average chick. I want to explain that to average chick. I'd have chopped their ass down and went on. You average looking. You don't even qualify for me with this money. You don't even qualify for a guy making $75,000 a year. You an average looking chick at best. You qualify for the guy making $45,000 a year. And you should be lucky to have him. That's the truth. That's the truth. Look at her. That's the truth. If you can make, if you making $75,000 to $100,000, $110,000 a year, would you pick her? Let's be honest, guys. Would you pick her? No, you wouldn't. All them other women in the line, you are not going to even turn the eye to her. She don't pop out or stand out. Ladies, when you want to say that you're 8, 9, or 10, you have to be extraordinary. Extraordinary, okay? Extraordinary, okay? Extraordinary. I don't see extraordinary when I look at her. I don't see extra. I don't see extra boobs. I don't see extra booty. I don't see extra anything. I see a straight woman with an average looking body, average build, average looking in the face. Hair ain't real. Even if it was, you ain't marrying her hair. She ain't got the package. She ain't got the full package. She's average. And I don't care how nobody feel about it. She is average. Ask any other man. She's average. If even that. So, okay, man, take it down a little bit. But it gets me excited. This is whoo, gets me boiling a bit, bro. So listen. Ladies, you should be appreciative to even meet a man that makes $100,000 a year, or even a man that makes 75. That's 10% of our population. Out of 100 men, you would have disqualified 90 of them and left yourself 10%. And in that 10%, if you say you wanted him to be 6 feet, that number just went down. If you say you wanted him to be black, that number just went down. If you say you wanted him to be really built, that number just went down. So you're really picking from like 5 to 3%, 3 to 5% of men. Because some of those men are gay, some of those men are not black, some of those men are short, some of those men are not 6 feet, some of those men are not built, So when you ladies are putting all these preferences there, you're building this guy that's way up. And when you get to that guy or the men who fit that criteria, they don't want average looking women. I'm sorry. See how you just built him? Well, when he up there, he ain't gonna want to look down there and pick. He gonna want something up on his to fit his level, his lifestyle. He worked hard on himself. For a man that had a muscle, he worked for it, he built it. For a man that had the money, he worked for it, he built it. When all that hard work, he lost a lot of years putting in for that stuff. So guess what, ladies? You don't qualify. An average looking chick don't qualify. You're average. At best, you're here. He's here. He is going to pick a woman that's below him financially. But he's not going to pick you. He going to want a woman that's below him financially, but he going to want a woman that's on his level physically. He going to want that 8, 9, or that 10 physically. Period. There's no way you can turn it. There ain't nothing that you can say that's going to change it. Your attitudes and how you feel just does not matter. We do not care. We don't care. We don't care. You don't care when you're saying it's what you want, and we don't care when we're telling you what we want, and that you don't qualify. She did not qualify. She's an average looking chick at best. And those men that are up there, that have worked to get there, that have sacrificed years to get there, that's on that lifestyle, this is what it's like, ladies. In case you still having a hard time with it, I got another way to put it, because I'm good at that. This is what it's like. So you can all understand it and get it from a man's point of view. Imagine you went to the dream car lot and you had to work your whole life to get to this lot. You wanted a Bentley, a Lambo, a Ferrari, Rolls Royce, okay? Any one of these cars. And you get to the lot where all these cars are. But guess what? These cars are like $250,000, almost $250,000 and up. Okay, so you couldn't just go to that lot with nothing. You ain't gonna just go get finance and jump in one of those and make that $2,000-$3,000 a month payment. It don't happen like that, right? So now you had to work all through your 20s. You didn't get to it. In your 30s, late 30s, or early 40s, you got to it. Listen to it. And now that you're able to go on that lot and buy whatever you want, let's say now you can go on there, you could buy 5 of them. That's how much money you got. You could buy 5 of them, right? Listen to it. And a salesman is coming to you on the lot, and you came in to buy your dream car. Because you got dream money. Listen to it, ladies. Dream money here. You want to buy your dream car. Not here, but here. Because you're here and you wanted a dream car. You want a Bentley, a Lambo, a Ferrari, or a Rolls Royce. Okay? You want the pinnacle of cars. And it's here. It's other cars too, but we're going to stick with what we all can relate to. Okay? And the salesman is coming to you, and the salesman says, and we in 2025. Listen, ladies. Listen. 2025. And the salesman is coming to you, and the salesman is saying, I got a 2010 and a 2012 Mercedes Benz. And it still got no scratches on the seats. It's got 150,000 miles. Rides like a dream. And I want to sell you this Mercedes, okay? Get this. At the same price as your dream car. Yeah, because this is a classic. Who had it? It was a classic. It still doesn't have a scratch on it. It's a classic, and it rides like a dream. Cranks up like a dream. I want you to buy this. Well, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the Bentleys. And I want 2025. No. I want you to buy this 2010, 2012 Mercedes. Translation. The woman that's average. The woman that's out of shape. The woman that's not an 8, 9, or 10. The woman that does not have any other things that he is looking for. Any of the things that you are looking for. Because you ladies, if you was at the lot with that purchasing power and you wanted your dream car, you're not hearing anything else that a person is trying to sell you. You look at him like they're crazy. That's the way you'll see it. This nigga's crazy. Get this nigga out of here. This nigga trying to sell me a 2010, 2012, and I'm over here talking about a 2025 Bentley that I came to get, or the 2025 Rolls Royce. Nigga, get out of here. I don't want that shit. Give me my dream car. That's what I don't give me somebody else. That's what the women are doing. You're trying to get a guy that's here to make a purchase that's here. When he wants a purchase and should be looking for a purchase that's here. Because if I still even had to pay for it, I still want the 8, 9, or 10. I still want the best that my money could buy. Okay? I still don't want the regular shit. Because I worked all my life to get to that Rolls Royce, and I still want that Rolls Royce. Oh, yes. And I want that Lambo. I'm coming back to get one of those. But I do not want a Honda, a Ford Focus, a Chevy Sonic, a Chevy Malibu, a station wagon. I don't even know if they got some station wagon shit out there. A Volvo, a Hyundai, a Kia. I don't want any of those. I want my Lambo, my Rolls Royce. Yes. Okay. I want my Lamborghini, Aventador, SVJ Roadster convertible. Or I want my Rolls Royce Dawn convertible, or my Rolls Royce Cullinan truck. I do not want the Kias, the Hondas, the Ford Focuses, the Dodges. I'm dodging all that. I don't want any of that. I want what I'm telling you about. So ladies, if you can come to a lot and get your dream car and it's 2025 and you could afford it, you're going to get the 2025 stuff. You want the new stuff. Translation. All the women that's coming in, young, great shape, early 20s, 8, 9s, or 10s, that he can afford those. So that's what he wants. He's not going to go the older woman, your low year car, okay? You're like a 2010, some of you 2008s, some of you guys are 2001s. And you're sitting here as those years in 2025, and you're saying you want the guy to come in and purchase you over all those options he could pick from. That makes your booty worthless. Because all those models have newer booties than you, nicer booties than you, better booties than you. So if a man is willing to talk to you and take you out, why do you guys get picky? Understanding what I just said, because anybody with common sense should understand that. Why do you guys think that you can sit and give an attitude? Imagine that 2010 or 2001 with an attitude. And you got the purchasing power to get whatever you want. And imagine that 2010 and 2001 giving you an attitude. The cars from 2001 all the way up to 2012 is giving you an attitude, and we in 2025 and you able to get you to 2025. Just think about that. You'll be like, the nerve of these low vehicles with all these men. The nerve of that salesman that even want to direct me over here to make this purchase. I don't want that shit. If I'm gonna deal with some shit, I'd rather get to deal with the shit from the newer car. You gonna go through shit anyway in life. I would rather go through shit with the newer car than with the older car. The older car ain't got no navigation. It's regular dashboard. I gotta get out my phone or the map to figure out where I'm going. The older car ain't got nobody talking to me, telling me. It don't got OnStar. It don't got a Navi that's gonna speak out loud. I can't Bluetooth my calls to it. It's just regular turn button radio with the regular seat belts. It ain't got that new engine in it with them turbos. It's just got a regular engine, a 4-cylinder. I'm looking for 12 cylinders. And it's got 4 to 6 cylinders. That's it. And it's used. It ain't new booty, it's used booty. No, you can't have no attitude with that. Listen, here's what's really also more disturbing to me. I've seen the pop the balloons where the guy makes the 100,000 a year. Listen to it. This part really takes me over the edge. I've seen the pop the balloons where the guy makes 100,000 or better. And now here's what those old vehicles are doing with multiple owners. Some of them got children, baggage. Means they got parts that are bad and you can't ever really fix them. You just gotta work around it. They're disqualifying the guy for how he's dressed. Like an outfit couldn't be changed. Ladies, before you say anything, let me just say something to you. I watched another show where you had the coolie dude with the braids. And he's above 6 feet. Okay. And he said he's above average. And everybody laughed. But I'm going to say something. Because we don't laugh when the women come up. And I'm just going, by the numbers, he is above average. Because if he makes 100,000 a year, and he's been making that consecutively for a few years, and he's above 6 feet, he is above average financially. And in height, he's also above average. His physical build ain't real built, but he's in shape. He's not out of shape. So he is above average because he makes 100,000 or better a year. Now here's what the lady said because she didn't qualify. Because see, I ain't gonna hate on nobody. Okay? She wouldn't date a man that had braids in his head. Listen. That's like that vehicle down here. She was like what an average chick with some makeup on too. She was all right looking. She was like an average looking chick. She had her own little show. She was average looking though. With her makeup, she might get a 6 with her makeup. She was cute. And she's talking about what she wouldn't date. Listen to me, ladies. And I want you to listen to me well because this is what I need to say. I don't understand you guys. I think you guys are all crazy. You all need therapy, medication to help. This is like me coming to Oprah. Just think about it. I want to make it so you can understand it. Me coming to Oprah. She's a billionaire. She's way up here. And she says, hey, I like you. And I want to talk to you, Tony. Or I say, okay. And she says, when you talk to me, you're going to become 100 millionaire. All you got to do is be with me and just stay with me and be faithful to me. Okay? Listen to it. Listen to it. And I tell Oprah, well, I ain't got nothing. She wear dresses. And I tell Oprah, I don't like pantsuits. I like pantsuits. I don't like dresses. I like pantsuits. And you got to wear pantsuits if you want to talk to me. And I don't like the way you wear your hair. I like hair pulled back up here, preferably up here in the bun. And Oprah gonna do what? Okay? She's gonna look at me and say, get this nigga out of here. I just offered the nigga the deal of a lifetime, and this nigga turn around telling me he want pantsuits and I'm wearing a dress, and he don't want me wearing a dress. He want me to wear pantsuits, and I'm the motherfucker that's benefiting him. Get this nigga out of here. This nigga crazy. He lucky to even get me to have a conversation with him. And then he over here talking about he want me to wear pantsuits and he want my hair to be here. Translation. If the man makes 100,000 or better a year, you are lucky that he even will talk to you. You are lucky that he will talk to you because he has a lot to choose from. Any man that makes 100,000 a year, ladies, has a lot to choose from. And ain't nowhere to go but up. And if he keep doing that, he is a millionaire. It won't be long. If he makes the right moves, he'll be a millionaire. All right? He on his way because he already at 100,000 and he going up. So he is above average man financially. Okay? Because I'm going to call the things how they are. Everybody on above average, yeah, financially. But physically, a lot of you niggas are not above average. But it doesn't matter because the women are after the money. So she'll overlook what the man look like for what he has and what he would do for him, what she could get out of it. Right? They'll talk to Grimace off the McDonald's commercial. They would talk to Grimace if he made $1 million or 100,000 or 300,000 a year, and they'll make babies with that fat ugly nigga just because of the money. This is how low and how bad it has become. This is why the women ain't doing well, because there's nothing that represents God and nothing that they're doing. And I have to say it because it's not. And that's why they're not getting the results they want. They got the job, but they're miserable. They got the car and the career, but they can't keep no man because they're too masculine. And then most of them overweight, or they just don't look up the part. And you're trying to be picky. Be grateful. You guys, y'all, your woman, listen. Women, listen. Ladies, your beauty fades. You don't keep your beauty. All y'all beauty will fade over time. You don't want to be close to that window of end time and your beauty fading and you still don't have your man. You're going to be shit out of luck. Because again, it don't matter what age that guy is. If he has that 100,000, he can pick anything he wants. He has a plethora of options. He can get the new shit. So we in 2030, he can get a 2030. And you still a 2006 or 1 or 10 or 12, you way out of your league. So ladies, listen. When you disqualify a man for how he dressed, you're an idiot. Dumb as they come, you're not really smart. You were not educated correctly. If Oprah came and offered me that deal, I would take it however Oprah offered it to me. I'm still in good health. I ain't got no problem. She said, you going to be with me. And then let me tell you what else you have to also accept when you chase the money, ladies. There are going to be other women. You ain't going to be able to change that. Cause all the women, when you ask them what they want, they all describe the man you got. So there's going to be other women. Okay? It's going to be. And if he does go out there and cheat, let me just say this. This is very important. This is real good. I could go on with this for days, but this is real good. If he does go out there and cheat, ladies, think about it carefully. What is the odds of you getting another man that makes 100,000 or better a year if you let this man go? See, white women, the older ones, they're smart. They don't care. They're keeping their men. They know the odds of them going out there getting another 100 millionaire or billionaire is slim to none. They know they ain't gonna get it. Ladies, the first guy you get that makes that money, that really loves you, you better hold on to him tight. And you better do everything he wants. Because if you let that go, you're not going to get another one like it. I don't give a shit who you are. The only woman that has the possibility of getting that man is a woman that's a 10 or a 9. The 8s don't even get that. I would say a 10 or a 9. A 10 being that woman. She can keep her looks good and can keep her body count down and can keep her kid making down. She has the possibilities of getting that. We're talking about your J-Lo's, your Beyonce's, your Halle Berry's, your Mariah Carey's. These are beautiful women. This is what you all are competing with. There are women that's walking around on the streets everywhere that look like these women. So when you regular ladies come in talking and that man gets to pick from whatever he wants, you're out of your damn mind. He's going to pick you. He'll pick you over Mariah. He'll pick you over J-Lo, the old J-Lo. No. He'll pick you over Beyonce. It ain't going, Halle Berry. You guys out your damn minds. Hell no, ain't going to pick you over them. He gonna pick them. So you better be happy to have that man. Man, if Oprah told me she would pick me and I'm gonna be $100 millionaire after being with her for 5 years, whatever she want, however she want, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. 5 years, I'm $100 millionaire. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. What we doing? I'm on her every morning. I'm up early, bright and shine, whatever she want me to do. And if she goes out there and she talks to other men, I ain't finna make a fuss about it. I ain't finna do nothing. It's $100 million. I'm staying right there. I'm gonna get her a dough after she talk to that nigga and let her on in and have a chair waiting for her the way she like it. Have her drinks ready for her the way she likes it. I'ma learn how to make the meal she want the way she likes it. I'ma have everything the way the temperature in the house will be the way she likes it. If she like the candles lit and she only wants 7 of them, they gonna be lit every day the way she likes it. If she wanna walk on rose petals, I'ma go get some rose petals and put them down all the way to the room the way she likes it. And I ain't going nowhere. Ain't nobody taking my slot. That's smart. Because where am I gonna make the $100 million a year? If it's about the money, then it's about the money. Then I'm finna earn that money. I'm finna earn that money. You can't quit a person and leave a person or leave a person that makes that money. And if you do, ladies, decide you're gonna leave, and let's say you wanna take a portion of their money. She the star of the show. I'm not the star. My money gonna go down after I leave her. Cause I ain't never had that money. I don't even know what to do with it. The lifestyle she had me living, I can't even comprehend it because most of y'all don't understand that everything requires maintenance. Maintenance. So if I go get that Lambo, it's like $17,000 for a bumper on the Lamborghini or more. If I go talking about engines, we talking about $200,000-$300,000, $200, $150, $100. Listen, on a Bugatti, the regular 4 rims it comes with is $150,000 for the regular rims and tires that it comes with. Imagine that. That's more than most cars. That's more than all the nice cars you drive on a Bugatti. So, listen, people, all right? Ladies, you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. You're not the brightest. Because you guys are saying retarded, ridiculous, and stupid things on that show, showing you are not educated at all. And you still don't get it. You're not special. You're not special. I just proved it to you that you're not special, that no one is, except for the people who's made themselves special. Extraordinary people. Extraordinary. Period. And a man that lives extraordinary lifestyle, makes extraordinary money, wants an extraordinary woman to match his lifestyle. A trophy piece. He's not going to pick the women down here. He could have got that going up. He's going to want something up there. If you're overweight, you don't qualify. If you're ugly and your body, if you're ugly and he wants a beautiful woman, you don't qualify. If he's a titty man and you don't got the titties and you don't want to get them, you don't qualify. If you wearing weave and he wants natural, you don't qualify. And you don't understand men, ladies, because most men want natural as close to natural as they could get. When it come to beautiful and nice and bad, just natural, he will pick that all day long. All day long. All day long. Singing like a song, he'll pick it all day long. So, when you disqualify a man that makes $100,000 or better a year for his outfit, you're an idiot. You're not using this. Outfits can be changed. You guys talking about, oh, he wearing his hair down. Who cares? I'm going to tell Oprah how she going to wear her hair and how she got a dress to talk to me and I offer nothing. You guys are offering nothing. You ain't offering shit. He can buy a maid. He can get a cook to come and cook for him. If he can't cook, he can buy a maid, and he can still get all the booty he want. And he ain't even got to pay for your birthday, because he can go pay for that booty. And when the rich guy's paying, guess what, ladies? He ain't paying you for your booty. He paying you to leave when it's over. That's all he paying you for. He paying you to leave, because I gave you that money. You got to go. It's over with. You ain't finna lay around my mansion. We ain't riding in my car. Get you an Uber. I gave you the extra money, got your Uber out there for you. Go on, get in your Uber and head off into the sunset. But you ain't staying here. You can't stay here. You got to go. He's paying you to not to sleep with you, not for him to sleep with you. He's paying you to leave when it's over. You ain't can't say, oh, I want this and I like that. It's a service. And in the future, a lot of y'all finna get that, because you don't have men. And you're going to get paid to do a service. And when you say, before you say, oh, well, that's cool, I can do that. Some of y'all ain't even worth $1,000. Go back to what I just said. Some of y'all ain't even worth $100. Booty on the block, but $60 to $80. If you had to pay for it, let's be real. A lot of y'all ain't even worth that. And you don't seem to get it. And what you also don't seem to get, husband, boyfriend. A man will never do the job as a boyfriend or a new man of a husband. So even if you get those cars, even if you get those houses, even if you have that lifestyle, the man will never come in and take care of your stuff that you own, and he has no ties to it. He's not going to invest into you. He's not going to take you on $5,000 trips unless he already has it and he wants to do it and he's cool and he gonna get the booty. He'll take you. But if he just meeting you, 5 stars are out. You're not his wife. Helping you with your car because it's broken down. It need to be put together and fixed. You need $1,000. He's not your wife. You're not his wife. He's not going to pay for that. He just lent you. You just ran him away. Red flag. I met women whose cars were broken down in their yard and they couldn't get them fixed. They had their own houses and they couldn't get the car fixed. So it just jumped in the backyard and they riding in something else because they can't afford to get it fixed. Because they living above their means. And you think a man gonna come in and fix your shit? I'm looking for a man. I had women that approach me online and say, I'm looking for a man that'll help me get my car fixed. After the conversation started, after the person wants to meet you, now here comes the shit. Oh, I'm looking for somebody that'll help me get my car fixed. Ladies, listen. Not ever gonna happen. Won't happen. And guess what? It didn't happen. Because I ain't even talked to her. Motherfucker said that to me. That was it. I'm like, she looking for something else. And she was overweight and out of shape. Help these souls. Father, help these souls. Listen. You have to look at it like that because that's your reality. Most of you do not qualify for that man. When you meet that man, you need to be trying to be on your best behavior, giving your best attitude, being your best self, and having something to offer. You guys don't have nothing to offer, and you acting like you're the only ones, and your booty's used with miles on it and victims in the background that you done ran through, and you're sitting here talking about what you want and how he got to dress and what he got to look like. Y'all out y'all damn minds, bro. You're out of your mind. And if y'all think, well, I'm going to get the money, don't work the same for the woman as it does for the man. Think about it. Since you don't want to share your wealth with the man, you're never going to be the table. I said this. The man is the table. Always has and always will be. Through me. Through what I see in my eyes. If you look at it, you see it too. The man's the table. Even if the woman makes the money, I'm a high value woman. There is no such thing. You're not. You ain't Oprah, you ain't high value woman. Because you ain't, even if you are Oprah, if you're not willing to share your wealth with the man, you're not a high value woman. The person that's the table represents a feast of food, the things the man has, or the person has achieved throughout their life that they're willing to share with other people. That's equally. A man, for you to inherit his wealth, that means he's sharing his lifestyle with you, his bank account with you, his house with you, his stuff. Otherwise, you couldn't take that shit. So, or if you're not willing to go to that extent, to me, you ain't no table. It don't matter what you look like, because coochie is a snack. I'm going to say it the right way. Coochie is a snack. It's not a full course everyday meal. It's a snack. It's just it's a entree on the table of entrees that the man has built. What I mean is, it ain't a big deal when you have a person that can get the booty on command and get what kind of booty you want, and he got all the purchasing power to get it. You're a snack. You ain't this man. Even if you was an 8, 9, or 10, he still can get plenty of 8, 9, or 10s. I just showed it to you. Did they stop making Bentleys? Did they stop making Lambos? Did they stop making Rolls Royces? Did they stop making Ferraris? No. There's so many makes and models and years of those cars. You're not even a snack. You're an hors d'oeuvre tray. You know, you're like a Thanksgiving meal. You like some mac and cheese, and there's a whole bunch of other mac and cheeses, and you ain't the turkey. And on his table, he got a lot of people, so he got 3, 4, 5 turkeys to feed a whole army of people, because that's the kind of money he got. He's sharing all that with the woman. The woman is sharing none of that if she gets it with the man. So ladies, listen to what I'm telling you. You don't offer much. You can't be picky. Beggars can't be choosers. Simple as that. I could go on with this, but I'm not. All I'm going to say, you ladies are amazing. The brain power y'all supposed to have, and y'all being smart and not realizing you don't offer much and sitting here thinking you can be picky as your beauty fades and your time passes you by. Talking about you got time, you trying to find yourself. When your beauty fades, you found yourself, you ain't going to have no options of men to choose from. The men are going to be gone. There are way more women on the planet than men. They don't need you. You don't offer nothing, and he can get anything he wants. She was lucky to have a dude that he wanted to talk to her that made $100,000 a year. I think I proved my point. Anyway, I had to make this video. I had to say this. It's going to come up some more later in the other video, but I had to say this. I'm going to stop now. Here. I'm out. Deuces. So, I just wanted to add in there. I hope this helps. I hope this video helps the ladies to finally understand what I'm saying. I hope this helps. I hope this helps. And ladies, I hope you get it. You can get upset. You can not like what I'm saying, but you're not going to change the truth from being the truth. Really think about and go over this video as many times as you need to. It's free. Check it out. Think about what I'm saying, because everything I'm telling you is the truth. Whether you want to deal with it, you want to admit it or not. J-Lo's get old. Beyonce's get old. If they get old and they don't have their men, the older you get, the more you start to deteriorate. Your beauty starts to fade. You still could look decent, but eventually you become, I would say you go from a 9 or 10 and you drop down to like a 6. You cute. If you still got a fat booty, some men will still want you. You still got some prettiness to you. Some men will still want you. But you got to be realistic too. If you don't have that, or you drop down to, let's say, a 5 from there, because you could drop down to a 5. Don't think you can't. You can blow up. You can get wrinkly. Your booty cannot be what it was. It can sag. Your titties is hanging when you take your clothes off, because you're going to have to eventually take them off. Let me tell you something too. A man could want to be with you, and then when you take all that stuff off and it was fake or put together and all that shit starts singing and hanging, singing and sagging and hanging, that quickly his mind will change. That's her man. Oh man, I thought them boobs was not, man, I thought her booty really looked like that, man. Soon as she took her stuff off, it was hanging down, it didn't sit up, it wasn't big no more, it was small. Just like that, he don't want you. This is why it's not good to fake things, ladies. But I've said enough. Just throwing some things out there for you to ponder on, for you to, think about. Okay? So, there you go. I hope this video helps. Have a good day.
A little fight now. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.